Let's bring in Larry Kudlow. Let's see what he's got to say. He's been at the very center of this kind of action for the last 3 or 4 years, and the other 30 or 40 years before that, too. Larry, welcome to the program. Settle the debate here, please. You settle it for us. Is the Fed right
I'm glad you put
when it says, look, inflation is temporary and transitory? Are they right? If they're wrong and they keep on printing, we could be in for one enormous problem, couldn't we?
I'm glad you put in the last 30 or 40 years. Really appreciate that. Look, I don't, at the moment, I'm very much aware of the inflation risk, but I still am leaning towards temporary inflation. A lot of one-offs coming out of the deflation of the pandemic, okay? And in fact, a marvelous analysis by Schwab's Jeff Kleintop, who's a terrific investor. The port of Los Angeles, which was one of the key supply shortage places, they couldn't unload the containers and so forth. All that stuff's been unloaded now. I mean, it went from 40 ships, 30 ships, 20 ships, 10 ships now. It's quite manageable. That's going to bring down some prices. The commodity boom, Stuart, which a lot of people watch, including myself. Now, oil continues, and oil may run up a wee bit more, but most of the grains, beans, corns, certainly lumber, that has come back down. In the bond market, the tips break-evens, the Treasury tips break-evens, are showing a slight move up in inflation to about 2.25%, 2.5% from 2%, but nothing really large. Futures markets are not showing massively higher interest rates. So at the moment, I'm calm about it, but it's very important here. If Mr. Biden's package, if his fiscal package goes through, and we have these massive spending and, most importantly, massive tax hikes on businesses and investment and so forth, then that's going to choke off the supply side of the economy next year. And if the Fed keeps printing free money in great volume, that's going to damage the dollar, and that combination would be lethal for higher inflation. So a lot of this is going to depend, I think, on what the legislative calendar produces. The Fed, I think, is going to probably start to slowly change its tune. Not necessarily its policy, but I think you might even see a little tune changing at the meeting this week.
Yeah, because they issue a statement tomorrow afternoon at the end of the 2-day meeting.
Yeah.
That's when you might see a little hint. But it might be like the last time around. They're thinking about maybe looking at, maybe discussing, tapering, reducing the money printing. I mean, it's a circular argument. You hear it all the time. They're thinking about it. You might get the same again tomorrow afternoon, in which case the market probably won't react that negatively, right?
No, I don't think the market's going to react negative. Look, the stock market is being driven by record profits, and profits are the mother's milk of stocks and the lifeblood of the economy. Look, this is still the extended, V-shaped, vaccinated, Trump rules economy. I mean, the Biden stuff mostly hasn't had much of an impact yet. And of course, the really big stuff has not yet gone through. So you're still living on an incentive-oriented economy where success is rewarded, where productivity is rising, and corporations are quite profitable, and investors are quite happy with the incentives to take risks. If that all changes, and later this year when they get around to the final legislation, as I say, that's going to be an inflation problem. You can have supply-side inflation by choking off the supply of goods and services simply because of the disincentives on work and investment and risk. I will say one thing. I still think former Federal Reserve Governor Kevin Warsh, who wrote an op-ed in the Journal, I think about a week or 10 days ago, is right. Why is the Fed still buying $40 billion of mortgage bonds each month? I don't get that. Housing prices are way, way up. The housing sector, home building, has done very, very well. I see all it does is distort it. It makes it really hard to issue private label paper. It makes it really hard to finance paper because the Fed is gobbling up everything. That I don't see. And I think they ought to start to realize and say something about it. You've got a housing boom, basically. You've got a commercial boom coming on. Why are they buying mortgage-backed paper? It doesn't make any sense at all. They should get out of that game altogether.
Okay, we hear you. Larry Kudlow, we'll hear more from you this afternoon. 4 o'clock Eastern, always weekdays. Eastern time, that is, 4 p.m., right here, Fox Business.